If you go to his village in Bornu State, he's nobody. Ask Shetima what Bwala said about him. Oshinowo, who is going to go and ask? An all progressive Congress APC member, Ibrahim Oshinowo, has criticized Daniel Bwala. Okay now. The special advisor on policy communication to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, following Bwala's recent appearance on Al Jazeera's program hosted by Mehdi Hassan. Speaking during an interview on News Central TV, Oshinowo explained that Bwala's responsibilities within the presidency differ from those of Bayo Onanuga, who serves as the official spokesperson to the president. According to him, Bwala's role focuses mainly on communicating government policies, while direct communication on behalf of the president is typically handled by Onanuga. Oshinowo noted that Bwala has faced criticism in recent times because of comments that he made in the past about members of the current administration when he was still part of the opposition. He added that many political observers and members of the public continue to reference those earlier remarks. He further claimed that Bwala had previously made critical statements about Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima during Shettima's tenure as governor of Bornu State. According to Oshinowo, those past comments have continued to influence public perception of the presidential aide. Oshinowo also argued that Bwala's appearance on the international program was not primarily aimed at explaining government policies, but at attempting to repair his public image after facing criticism from political commentators. Bwala, who was once a vocal critic of the Tinubu administration, before later joining the government, has recently drawn public attention following the interview. Supporters and critics have since debated both his responses on the program and his past political position. Speaking on the issue, Oshinowo said if you go to his village in Borno State, he is nobody. Ask the incumbent vice president what this same man, Daniel Bwala, said about him in the past. The same way he spoke about Tinubu and then he has changed his mouth. That's probably the same way he must have changed his mouth about Shettima as well. So, although it has said, Oshinowo, did he say anything wrong? Chop politician. It's your time. Have a few days. Tinubu is a fertile ground for all these snakes. Curtis Ibuza said, so Mr. Oshinowo, Tinubu ordered shoot at sight. Tinubu said Igbos have no stake in Lagos. Tinubu said Obi is responsible for America's intervention in terrorism, Islamism and banditry in Nigeria. Now, wow. I don't understand Tinubu. Timbasi says the best standard that the APC government is producing. Dave the Prof. In practice now, Bwala is an international liar, as in he did lie. Wiki left malaria to cancer. Well, no, a repentant still in the FCT High Court. Thorough evidence. Al-Rufai said if Nigerians like it or not, Tinubu must be sworn in as president. Now he's crying. Next on the list is FFK. Let them keep deceiving Nigerians. Now then, Sabi, they are deceiving themselves. Sherif says many politicians taking chance. Politics is businesses and not politics of sacrifice. Okay. Jeffrey says, Bwala, in your next generation, you will learn something. Dan Apostu says the next Bwala set against to be caught him and roped him in. Omakiri was sent to Mexico to learn drug cartelling. Not too long from now, he will become a baron like his oga. I'm telling you. That's why they sent that one to Mexico. Bambi replies and says, no net caught anything. You guys are fond of making a mountain out of a molehill. You want to catch a shark in a pond at the back of your house anyway. If that makes you feel fine, but it does not change anything. Adima says, we all know that as Nigeria stands now useless people, they useful. Why useful people have become useless? In my village now, their party chairman is the most notorious man all the villagers fear. But now is the one controlling everyone. No be smart thing. Someone says, it baffles me when people defend government in Nigeria. I don't understand what are people defending. They are criminals, yes, that's why we have government. But when government is advocating for criminals, then people begin to ask questions. Is it that there is no law? And law enforcers are at the disposal of government to do their jobs or what? The ruling class in Nigeria are simply evil. At least by now we've seen how government should react to situations, courtesy of Trump. Oga, this government is a continuum of evil. No two ways to say it. William Ate says, let Bwala be. He had a bad day, win some, lose some. Bad day. Mostly says, it's clear now to all that this man should never be taken seriously by anybody. Ibezim Charles says, I trust Tinubu, he's making them to eat their vomit. Like Bwala, Omokri, FFK, people without integrity. You can see that they are all jobbers. Yes, so political jobbers, that's all they are. Matt Vinnak says this man should resign honorably and start selling ice cream. As he said, so that it makes him more comfortable without faceless Hussaini. Binkodi says, Bwala did and said that what he needed to say as per time and per camp. This Ulabalo about what he said when he was not in People's camp is just a distraction. Edmond says, Bwala, a typical stomach infrastructure politician. Ahmed Rufai says, Oshinawa is no better than Bwala, birds of the same feathers. All liars. The only difference is that Bwala isn't of that race, so now is the time to throw him off. Typical style of certain group. Much as I don't sympathize with Bwala, but now he's on his own. A dirty job assigned, but he fucked up. Hence, those around him from the southwest are ready to dish him off and say your time is up. His integrity badly severed, and if I were him, I'll resign. They don't have shame now, so they are not going to resign. Oh, somebody that is already even defending himself. Temple says, Bwala did not lie, he capitulated, he did not want to lose his job. He refused to own up, exactly. What he said about bats are very true. Obi Neche says it's a perfect example of the crop of people APC likes to appoint criminals. Liars, forgers, drug pushers, those past and present criminals, Yahoo men, looters of public resources, land grabbers, jailbird, all of them, I'm telling you. Tahir says the truth of Bwala has been said earlier by Senator Alondume that when he heard about Bwala, he thought it was Dinowa Bwala. This particular Dino Bwala is not known in any part of Hawo LG in Bornu State, where majority of the Bwalas are. He should tell us where he came from. Okay, now, Masabo says a man without credibility and integrity, shameless character. Okay. As his global future says, if a girl forces herself on me, it won't bother me. Okay. At NWC says, Dito, Reno, Mokri, Femi, Fani, Karede. So why is singling out Bwala? Well, he's the one that is trending for now. Is it because he has been exposed from outside? Exactly. You already know the answer. Why are you asking us? Why are you asking us? My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.